So there is this story, and I think this story has a lot of underlying layers, which I would love your thoughts on. This lady stole about $170,000 of jewelry from the jewelry store that she managed. Okay, that's bad enough as it is. Then she goes on a cruise and starts taking selfies with all of her luxurious jewelry and posting them on social media. And a bunch of her ex coworkers were like, that's from the store. We can see it clearly on you, and you just left this store. She got arrested and is now going to have to be sentenced to some time. But Priya, I want to start with you here. So this is, to me, the underlying discussion that I feel like needs to be had is this idea that the only thing that matters is the attention that you get. It doesn't matter. You don't work hard for the things that you have, you steal it, but then there's no thought process behind anything else but I need to show everyone how well I'm doing. I guess, what does this say about the culture? Obviously, you can dunk on this lady because it was very, very stupid, but what is that saying about the culture that we exist in, that somebody can just overlook the ramifications of a truly terrible decision?
Yeah, I think we truly live in a time where arrogance is a part of the culture. And, I think it's indicative of a lot of the political climate now. You have a lot of people that seem so entitled to things that this country allegedly owes them, whether that be, something like working at a jewelry store and thinking that you're entitled to the objects that you're selling, or that you might be owed more money for the work that you're doing, or that your country owes you something that it clearly doesn't. But just the entitlement that I'm seeing nowadays, and this is just one example, is just bonkers to me.
Yeah, and I think, again, Jenna, I'm curious on your thoughts. I think it kind of stems from this idea of like TikTok is everything. If you get views on TikTok,
Oh,
that
yeah.
means you're successful. And so, rather than actually being successful, in order to kind of give the illusion that you have success, you fake things, fake it till you make it, and post it on TikTok without, again, thinking about the consequences of your action. What are your thoughts?
I mean, yeah, people will do crazy things for clout, crazy things to be famous, crazy things to get liked, when that's all that you care about is just affirmation, validation, and popularity. You lose yourself. You have no actual soul anymore. You have no connection to God, and you'll do crazy things. And I think the funniest part about this is, yeah, the sending it to her coworkers or posting it online. It's just so unintelligent. It reminds me, one time I texted a girl that I was talking bad about, and I sent it to her, and I was like, "Oh yeah, sorry, but meant to tell you that, by the way." So it's just this type of energy of, you can do things and there's no consequences. That's also what we're seeing today. And a lot of fakeness. You see so many fake influencers out there that rented out jets, rent out cars, rent out mansions just for the content to post it. And they're basically selling a fake dream on the internet. And the bad reaction or consequence of this is a lot of people follow those people and
Yeah.
actually feel, like maybe less than because they look at someone that has everything. And I do think this is a really big issue with youth and coming into the minds of children that are just trying to find their own way, but then they look at someone else and they're like, I am nothing, but it's all a facade.
Yeah, this is probably a bad time to tell you, Jenna. Priya did steal your car and sent me a picture of it and said, "Check out the new whip." Ha ha ha. Just kidding.
Jokes
Yeah,
on
that
her,
didn't
I don't
happen.
have a car.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry that I feel bad.
ultimately it is sad, and I do hope we kind of get through that.